What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog coming to you today with who is going to be the biggest winners out of this Texas storm we just suffered. Now, listen, disclaimer, I understand there are still people without power. I think there's 346,000 people still without power, and millions right now without water, running water that's clean and safe from their house. So I'm not making this video as a blight or slight. We office volunteered a couple packs of Pampers. I would say about 7. So, we understand the emergency of the situation, but I also want you to look at it as a way for you to turn your life around. And no other better way to start than somebody who turned their life around with being a home adjuster. So it's crazy how things go full circle. 5 years ago, I mean, just craziness. So if you would introduce yourself, Joel, so they know who you are and your social media handle.
All right. My name is Joel McKinney, and I got 2 handles. I got Joel McKinney Adjuster. I'm in the adjusting world, insurance world, and I got Joel McKinney _ Realtor. Basically, I had moved to Texas. I'm gonna keep it brief. I moved to Texas to get licensed in Texas. Of course, I was doing real estate in Kansas with a lot of my colleagues and mentors. And I moved to Texas to get my real estate license. And I was casually talking. I met some girl, and we just started casually talking. And just geek. We just having geek conversations. Like I'm like, talk about capitalism and economics. What I had majoring in college, and we was talking, and she had mentioned something about some insurance adjusting stuff. I'm like, what the hell is that? So and because I was telling her, hey, you should get your real estate license with me here in Texas. And then, like I said, we was just bouncing ideas off each other. And then she was like, you should get your insurance adjuster license. It's a 3-day class with this guy named Lorenzo in Texas. And I got his contact if you need it for sure later on down the line. But I didn't see in it because, put it like this, I'm a person who invests in myself constantly. And she mentioned the class. It was a 3-day class, $400. And I promise you, I probably didn't even have, I probably just had probably $450 to my name at that time. And I took a chance and I took that class and I learned a lot in that weekend class. And then, like I said, it was to get licensed. Get my Texas adjuster license, and man, look, ever since that day, look, my life changed because, and it was crazy because I was going through a bad breakup too around that time, so I had so much distractions at that time, and I just definitely utilized my energy into just being curious, and then I found insurance adjusting, and it just made my life change as far as like getting to my goals quicker, providing more capital, and traveling.
Listen, you were everywhere. Yeah. I was on Instagram. I'm like, he in Kansas, he in Canada, he in New York, he in somewhere else, he in Chicago. I'm like, oh, okay. International man of mystery. And then I'm like, he doing something. What is he doing?
Insurance adjustment. And it's crazy because even my real estate page, I don't know. I guess people think I'll be traveling for like leisure and stuff, even though sometimes I do. But of course, I utilize my insurance adjuster license to also travel and then utilize connections, on the real estate end as well. Because just like I just left Canada, and man, that was definitely.
And I was jealous. I was so jealous. I was like, I had booked for 2 weeks at this resort, and they were like, "Oh, you're American? Okay, no." Like, is it for work? No, can't come. So sorry.
right, yeah, work, and it's so crazy. I mean, it's nothing but, man, like it's just ironic. Nothing but the higher powers, man. It's like because I literally got there March the 12th, March the 11th, something like a day or two before the whole world shut down, and I was sitting up there just like making money, like because like I said with the insurance adjusting stuff, man, you can go all over the world with it. They even got some UK operations as well. So long story short, that's what happened. I got into it by mistake, but I call it paid education. You can learn a lot, regardless if you're in real estate, if you're in insurance, on the selling side. I feel like it's a great teacher. Like you don't have to get in it and be in it forever, but just kind of just test it out so you can learn. Because insurance, a lot of people don't know the insurance industry is the uh, richest industry in the world by far.
Rich.
Yeah,
I know people
it's
generationally. They work under their daddy's grandpa place in North
look,
Carolina. I'm like, come on now.
Warren Buffett. A lot of people think that stocks. Warren Buffett got into the game capitalism by stocks. No, he got into it by insurance. And you see Geico, that's part of his umbrella. Like his
Hmm.
daddy was in insurance. So insurance, I felt like, okay, put it like this. I always tell people, none against real estate, none against it. But if I was 18 and had to choose one, I wish I would have been known about insurance adjuster. I wish I would have been known about it because it's monopoly, and plus you're learning so much. Man, you're learning
You're
so
meeting
much,
so
but
many
you get
people.
paid well. Yes, from all walks of life. Like because when I
Hmm.
first started, I met a NASCAR driver. I forgot their name, but a NASCAR driver mother. Like it's just all people. Like you wouldn't believe that I met like in the game. Like I met some people that be on TV and stuff. Like
Hmm.
it like it's like a quick lick. You know what I'm saying? Like however
Yep.
long you want to do it, it's whatever. It's however you want to go about it. It's your world. So you can get in and get out.
And so I know again, there's 106 people here. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you drop your city and state in the comments. And I said, put a one in the comments if you want to make 30K next month. But the 3 day, I remember in 2015, it was like a bunch of storms. And then all of a sudden, everywhere I kept seeing, hey, 3 days this weekend, come, do this training. And I was like, why are they doing that? Could you kind of break it down a little bit for them, what the 3 day training is?
Oh yeah. Which one you talking about? To get the license or for the storms?
To get the
For the
license
storm
and
seven.
one, and then for the storms, break it down each one.
Okay, yeah, the license part I always tell people because I haven't got my business partner in Dallas. He's even getting into it now.
Hmm.
And now he even see how it's going to make him a better real estate investor
Hmm.
because he's going to learn from this side, the insurance side of things. But basically, the license, I definitely put in the chat the website. You can do it. You can do it remotely, but you can also do it in a class. And most teachers that are approved by TDI, Texas Department of Insurance, they normally have like a 3 day class, normally around like $400, and
Hmm.
then you can like after take the course and pass the test. I'm speaking into this, and after and it's not hard.
Yeah.
Trust me. I took the Texas real estate license test. It's hard. That's hard as hell. But
Listen, okay. I missed it the first time by one question. I was hot up in there.
oh
I
yeah,
was like, come on now.
yeah,
Give
2
it to
points.
me.
But this adjuster tech, I'm not gonna say is super easy.
Hmm.
But if you pay attention and if you just decided to learn, you can pass it. It's not hard.
Hmm.
Because hell, I passed it. Matter of fact, while we're talking, I passed it like with like a 74. Like I just rarely just passed it. You know what I'm saying?
Slid through the door.
Look, but guess what? Hey, look, I didn't care. Look, as long as I get them license, you ain't got to be no overachiever. That's the easy part. Taking the
Hmm.
test. I mean, getting it, doing the class, and then taking the test, and then the other part is just you got to get ready to definitely network and build your marketable skills up. But with that, the license part that's easy. You just got to find an approved TDI instructor, which
Hmm.
is not going to be hard. And like I said, I can give you somebody as well
Hmm.
to Lorenzo Jackson. I'll show you his stuff. Um, and on the training part, as far as like on the job training, it's like you report somewhere, depending on what carrier you choose, it's your world
Hmm.
because you're a 1099 employee, and you get to choose. And it's pretty much. But sometimes it only be 3 days. It'd be like a day. They most of the time they provide you with equipment. Like I said, I've worked with people like State Farm, Allstate. and a lot of Texas Wind Storm Association.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so it just depends on which way and who you want to go with as far as because they are in need of an influx of adjusters right now.
Yeah.
Because just like Katrina, and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna stay simple, centralized to the idea. Okay, the thing that really caught my attention about adjusting is that how I was talking to this girl and she was telling me about Hurricane Katrina,
Mm-hmm.
how some people made like 500,000 like on this
Ah,
storm.
no.
Yeah, yeah,
Woo.
500,000. Like, I mean, net, net profit.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying like some people was making like millions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what? Like, what the
I
hell?
remember.
Like,
I remember some people being down there for like 2 years. I was like, "Did you buy a house down there? What you doing?" They were
they
down there.
about did.
They stayed down there.
Yes. And we got to touch on that. Just like in Puerto Rico,
Mm-hmm.
when Maria happened in 2017,
Mm-hmm.
people was making 2,000 and or 20. Like some people was making $2,500 a day,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just basically reiterating the policy that the insurance company wrote, because you're not an employee of the company, like State Farm
Yeah.
or whoever, or Lloyd's of
You're
London.
like third party.
Right, right. You're
Mm-hmm.
you're representing yourself and representing the insurance company. So
Did
I
you say
mean,
$2,000 a day? Let me go ahead and put my jacket on. No.
right, right. Look, just like this storm right here, we already know. I mean, FEMA is definitely gonna have to step in because most standard HO3 policies, they're not going to be covered, like the busted, pipes. No,
Well, here's the thing. A lot of the homes here, when I was getting ready to buy a new build, they were like, "Oh, we put extra foam in the roof," and I was like, "No, I want a spray foam. I want a whole another layer." And they're like, "You don't need that. It's Texas." And I'm like, "I bet a bunch of people gonna be like, but they didn't put the extra foam up there," and be like, "Well, sorry about you."
right. I like how you said that because as adjuster, I'm
Hmm.
only just reiterating what your policies say. Like, I can't do anything. I can't modify.
I'm real
Guess what?
sorry.
Guess what I got to tell you. Well, I mean, I would hope you want to tell them that.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you got to be respectful and nice, but you want to definitely tell them refer to your agent who you got the contract, your policy, aka contract, because I wasn't there. Well, don't use this, but I wasn't there when you signed the contract because
I'd
that's
be like,
basically
"Who's
the
your
insurance
agent?
policy.
Let's call them. Get
And
them on the phone."
and you know what's so funny is that I used to always wonder why, like some old heads just tell me,
Hmm.
in this game, like if you want to understand insurance policy, ask an insurance adjuster. And being that I play that role, trust me, it's definitely
Hmm.
that way because insurance agents I always get them a hard time. As far as being a real estate agent, I always say y'all kind of got a little easier job because y'all can sell people on scare tactics, hey, insurance, and then plus, especially auto, it's enforced by the law, et cetera, et cetera. So um, you have to understand that insurance adjusters, we work on the operational side, and we're normally the bad guy, and we can't be the
Hmm.
good guy. Like, and it's funny because it's not hard to be the good guy
Hmm.
because we're not doing no magic. We're not modifying then like, hey, it's whatever this policy say, and like look at that declaration page, which normally is page 4. That's all the information you need. And then just look at the endorsements and exclusions. Like being an adjuster is not hard. So you just gotta look at the, like I said, declaration page and just, what I'm saying, if you have any questions, definitely we all are here to help each other. Like
Hmm.
in it, like trust me. Because when I started, I was fortunate to get mentored by this one guy who was a field adjuster. And man, I'm talking about these guys was like rock stars. Like I'm talking these guys making 300,000. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, and matter of fact, it's two different ways you can be you can be a field adjuster or you can be a desk adjuster. So, like I say, it just depends on which way you want to go with it. And if you want me to elaborate on, give you a brief about field, and then this I will.
Right.
Because like I said, I
So
got time.
because it's 150 people in here. Make sure to hit the like button. I know more will come through at by the time we watch this show. So you come in 3-day study. Lorenzo study you for that test. You get that test. You're like a certified, ready to go work with anybody's company as a
Right.
third party adjuster. Okay.
Correct.
Now for storm preparation, is that a different? That's another 3 days. That's another different test.
Oh no. If you are adjuster, you're legit. Like
Okay.
you're an independent contractor. Like
Okay.
literally. So and like I said, I know you said you want to touch on that. Like I'm definitely excited to tell you who all gonna win on this storm. Who's gonna capitalize off this
Listen,
storm?
insurance is a tricky thing, and he not joking. Ask an adjuster because I mean I've had to like get lawyers to fight for real estate properties and roofs and they was like, oh okay, we'll do it. It was like they gave me all this stuff. My lawyer's gonna call y'all. Oh, okay. Well, we found this page 16B4 something. We can cover 4,000 of the $10,000 roof, and you're like, now why we got to do all that? Why we gotta do it? Like I didn't read it. I'm reading it right now, right? So very true, very very true. I see somebody's question. I'm gonna answer it. They said, does one license cover the whole USA?
No. Okay. Let me put it like this.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get your Texas license?
I'm gonna do Texas.
And that's
just to get it. Just to be like, I just have
the
it.
whole world.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I'm saying the whole world respect Texas. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get your Texas adjuster license, and then it's going to be reciprocated in 32 states. Of course, you're going to have to pay the license fees. Like most of them be low, but you want to get that Texas license first, and then you want to apply for the other states, eventually. But as of right now, they really ain't got no time to do that because Texas is really.
They waived it. They waived some fee today, didn't they?
Yeah, they waived.
They like,
I wouldn't be
please come.
surprised.
Yeah, Porsche was posting it today. They waived some fee. I think you can take the class almost free or something.
Look, they need all the warm bodies they can because
it's bad.
Just like anything, like the older people, they are old and they already made their money. They're like, no, I'm good. So they need warm bodies. So they're gonna definitely tweak some stuff because right now they need a lot of help. Like I can imagine how much help Texas needs right now.
I tried to get 2 of my young cousins. They hard headed. I'm like, you ain't doing nothing in North Carolina this weekend. Come on out here, take this test. I'll pay for it. But it's something I've been telling Tim. I'm like, I'm willing to like, how can we volunteer and pay for some kids to get in the game? Like, come on, let's go, And so it's like, I'm trying to talk to Black YouTubers and like, hey, any men want to like come with me and like do some kind of charity thing where we, put a couple Black men up every year. And I get some resistance to it. And so I'm just going to keep doing what I do and then work with Tim Jackson in Dallas. Because I know he'll find some kids out of Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
They always, South Brandon, Dallas always need break.
And Brandon too, definitely. Brandon, because he definitely help. He definitely be trying to put people on.
Because I saw some of the prices of some of these exams and stuff. Now, I ain't trying to be funny, y'all. Some of these tests are like $250, $350, stuff like that. And I would hear people say, I just can't afford it. And so I'm willing to pay for 5 kids to go, okay, be in that class, focus, sit there, and now you got it. You 20 with a license.
Man,
can't beat it.
It's commendable. And matter of fact, it's so funny because Texas is cheap. It's pretty much, I think, like $50. Well, when I took it, it was like, I look at everything as a return of investment. Anything I put money, I'm always looking at the return of investment. So it's very cheap to get licensed in Texas. And I promise you, you're going to make that money 100, 1,000 times, 100,000 times over. When if you stick to it, like the $50, that's nothing. And then you got to get fingerprinted. I forgot how much that costs, right? I don't know how much that costs right now. But return on investment.
You can go to UPS store or find a mobile notary, and they'll charge you $25 to $75 to meet you at your house. So,
right. Yeah. So it's you got to look at it as an investment. But as of right now, Texas is going to need all the bodies and a lot of help because Right now I'm in Florida, and they trying to get me to come to Texas right now.
Listen,
Um,
I got friends in Miami. They like, oh girl, they called me. I'm like, I tried to get them to come on the show tonight, and they're like, we are on vacation. You know, it's like near their anniversary or something. So I was like, oh my
I,
bad.
no, it's all good. It's all good. I got time, and the only reason why I'm not coming to Texas right now is because on the real estate side, I got an investor flying in from the
You riding
UK.
around in a Jeep with your face on it. Come on, Miami.
Yeah, yeah. I got an investor flying in. We about to terrorize the Tampa market, so that's the only reason why. Hey, it's funny because I would have been driving to Dallas or flying right now, just for the hell of, just for fun. But anyway, the Texas license is easy, easy pay, easy process, and then like you shared, emergency license, they're going to be
Mm-hmm.
giving them away. So definitely apply for that, and you're going to be good, like because they
Yo,
need bodies.
I literally was like, I tried to get two of my cousins. I'm like, I'll pay. Just come out here. You know, let's all do it. You know, I got a Toyota 4Runner. Let's get in this 4Runner, hop out the truck, see people's houses, and you know, it's tough when you're trying to convince young people to be motivated on their own. So, but
Right.
I wanted to bring you on because I know it's good. Like Vocal Doctor got a question. I'm gonna address it. There's 175 people here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. My daughter has all the lines insurance adjuster license about 4 months. She is not comfortable going out there by herself. What would be your advice?
My advice would be, if you got somebody that you trust, like a cousin or father, or whomever.
She need to
Uh,
rentafriend.com.
right. But
Pay somebody.
I mean, it depends. If she's trying to do field, then she
Mhm,
definitely needs somebody to be with her.
mhm,
But because the field, that's definitely where you're gonna make most of the money, like in a short time, in a short period. But
mhm.
you can also do inside. So tell her to focus on inside adjusting as opposed
Mhm.
to outside. And then once she get comfortable with the outside, then eventually, get into that. But the inside, and right now, I can't even really say inside because it's remote. Because now we can't even do really inside. It's just
Cause
hell,
cause
your
the
computer.
virus.
Right. It
Mhm.
restrictions, and so any inside gig I've been doing it remotely for the past, like, 7, 8 months or whatever. So
I also think too people are scared because they think they might have to go get on a roof or something. But we got drones now. We ain't even gotta. I mean, like I feel like a lot of the old techniques we ain't gonna have to do no more.
I got a hack. I got a hack with that
Uh
though.
huh.
Don't quote me, but if you don't want to get on the roof, find a contractor, local or whoever who like to get on roofs, and have them take the pictures.
Yep. And
Like
get
you can
paid.
pay
Hey, be
them.
like, move your boots out the picture. Take the picture.
Look, look, capitalize. You can pay somebody to get
Hmm.
on the roof for you and take the pictures. That's why I always tell my friend in Dallas. I always tell her that, because she want to get in the field. She's in the inside, but she wants to get in the field,
I
and
mean,
that's
if you gonna make the money during the storm, you might as well.
yeah. Pay them I mean, whatever you work out with them. I ain't gonna say pay them percentage, but pay them $50, $100 to get on each roof. But I'm
Hmm.
telling you, that's gonna be worth the investment. Like just think about that for future
Okay.
reference.
Don't quote him, he said, but yes. I mean,
Yeah, that look. Don't tell TDI I told you, or all these carriers I told you that. But that's a hack right there.
I'd be like, my pinky toe hurt. My husband climbed on the ladder. It's all good. You know, like I'm pretty sure
Yes.
there's some women getting away with that right this moment.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of husband and wives that are teams. They're
Hmm.
teams, and the wife. I mean, no, the husband get on the roof, and then the wife will write the estimate. I got a guy right now, been doing it for 12 years, and that's what they normally do. He'll get on the roof, take all the pictures, and hell, he'll even send it home wherever she at in the world.
Yep.
He'll send her all the pictures and stuff, and she'll write the estimate.
I love it. See y'all. I mean, I just want y'all to understand, like this isn't a hustle. This is an actual skill. This is a skill. You have a license. You know what I mean? I just want y'all to understand, like that the skills and licenses, and the reason I'm doing this show, Joel, is BGS Igmore shared it, but I've been talking about it for years. That like he shared a graph today that 42% of all Americans that are working make $18,000 or less a year, and to me, whew, you can go do 2-3 months on the road. Your family not gonna miss you. They're gonna be very
Man,
grateful that you go out and go make some money.
18,000. That's it. And let me answer that. She said, "Are the classes virtual
Mm-hmm.
and online?" Okay. They got some that are virtual, and then they got some that's definitely online. It
I feel
just
like the
depends.
3-day event might be just get in and get out.
Right. But I got a website. I got to have
Mm-hmm.
2021training.com. And look for the Texas All Lines Adjuster license. But as of right now, you might want to go apply for the emergency license at
Yeah.
tdi.gov like ASAP because right
TDI.gov.
yeah.
Mods, if you're in the comment section, please type it in the comment section for us so we can keep talking.
Yep.
21training.com. You don't got to do it. Somebody will do it for us.
Okay.
21training.com and TDI.org.
Yeah, and go to the link. Go to the link and find so y'all can help each other for real. Because I'm pretty sure Brandon he posted the link on his post today. Brandon. He posted
TDI.com. Is it TDI.com or TDI what?
.gov. But it's like something else behind it too. So you can go straight to it and apply for it. Let's see. Man, he posted.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. You good. Yeah, he posted it. Let me see. .gov. Yeah, agent. Let's see. Let's see.
I went and typed it in.
Agent. Yeah, go to the agent section. That's the section you want to go to. Okay, I like that.
Adjusters right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I
Let's
went to
find the emergency.
adjusters. I
Let's
scrolled
find.
down.
Let's find the emergency. Let's go down a little bit. All lines adjuster. Okay, adjuster. Yep. All
Mm-hmm.
lines. Or emergency. Yeah, emergency. Catastrophe. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that's it right there.
You do not need to take an exam for an emergency adjuster license.
Right.
You do not need to get a fingerprint background check for an emergency adjuster license. You can
Mm-hmm.
apply for a 90-day adjustance license during a disaster. Okay, here is the rules. Everybody ready? Pay attention. This is, right here. Super chat me, baby. I'm helping you out. You must be sponsored by another person or business that is an active Texas adjuster. An insurance company licensed in Texas in good standing. You must apply online using SIRCON, SIRCON. Let me click here. Let me see what that pulls up. If you live in Texas, resident, click on new adjuster license button on the website. If you don't live in Texas, click on other licenses button. Okay? Temporary license. Let me click over here. Let me keep going down. Temporary license is not offered for emergency adjuster. Provisional license permit is not offered. Texas insurance code. So that's some more information at the bottom. But you guys hear that? You ain't got to take no tests, but somebody's got to sponsor you. So to me, it's like, do you want to take the test this weekend or not? You know what I mean? So that's up to you. Now, this is the button. Once you click the sircon.com, new insurance license, new adjuster license, and other licenses. So,
Yep. New
this
adjuster
is
license.
new adjuster license. So new adjuster license, I click it. Are you a resident or non-resident? I'm a resident. Is this an individual or firm? I'm gonna put individual, but I think you're supposed to put firm. But let me see. Oh, okay. Well, I ain't gonna put my email address in there, but that's what you got. Hope y'all saw that. Pay attention. We went tdi.texas.gov. We went to the link up here that said adjuster. We went down scroll down to emergency catastrophe. This is wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who does this today, please let me know if you do it. Tell me if you pay your $20 application fee but you got to be sponsored. So, Joel, we got to find
And
somebody
then
to sponsor us, right?
no, I need you to definitely put this in the chat or write this down. I
Uh-huh.
give you the companies that will sponsor you. I give you the big four.
Okay, big four. Go ahead.
Pilot Catastrophe. And let's see, Alacrity.
Spell that for us, if you can.
ALACRITY. CRITY Solutions. Look, just Google these companies and call them. Look, first thing in the morning, call they goddamn phone. Ring it up.
9
Like, look,
a.m.
bro, I'm ready. I'm a warm body. I'm ready to work. I mean, of course, you ain't got to tell them you're a warm body, but just tell them I'm ready to help
Ready to
out
go.
in Texas. And War. No. Let's see. EA Renfro. And it's just EA by itself, and then space Renfro, and it's REF. I mean, sorry, RENFROE. And let's see, what's the other one? The other one I like. Let's see, Airbus. Do I still have their number?
So do we apply in the morning when we talk to them? After we talk to them? After they technically sponsored
They're
us?
gonna tell you exactly what to do.
Okay,
Like,
gotcha.
and in some cases, them companies, they will just ask for your information and apply for the license for you.
That's what I'm talking about.
You don't have to do it. And the other one is Airbus Claim Service.
Spell it for.
Yeah, EBERL.
All right, Pilot Catastrophe, Alcree Solutions, EA Renfro, Irby Services. Y'all heard it? You better have been typing it. Help each other out. You can't say your girl ain't hooked you up, y'all.
First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning. Appliance Bootcamp said love insurance claims $125 per appliance. Just take pictures. Okay, well, where do I go? We already just did that. Look at y'all. Very good. Thank you. No mods in the chat. Oh, sorry, you guys. I don't know where my mods are at.
I like that. Like she's on it. Miss Jones.
She on it, W. Jones. You can apply to any company that is replying and get on the list. Okay. What if you don't know an adjuster that could sponsor you? We just finished saying that. Yeah, I'm just going back through the old comments. He's giving us sponsors. Thank you so much. That's what he did. I'm about to do it right now. I have to look for a sponsor. Is this just for Texas?
Say it again.
Someone asking here, is this just for Texas?
No, this for everybody. But Texas is the main thing you want to focus on.
Yeah, we got state of emergency right now.
Yeah,
we got 346,000 people still without power. Like, I would even be willing to rent a truck for the week because my Forerunners in North Carolina, and the one time the perfect storm, and my Forerunners in North Carolina, I'm stuck here with my Ford Fiesta. I'm like, come on, man, come on. My God! I was like, look, rent a truck.
You'll be getting that field money.
Yeah.
But don't sleep on the inside money, because I already know once all the field adjusters write them claims up and estimate, they gonna need an influx of desk adjusters / remote adjusters / inside desk adjusters, whatever you want to call it. They gonna need an influx of desk adjusters to adjust the claims.
Yeah. And you said debt adjusters.
Yeah.
So somebody asked, are there any free classes? Listen, you guys, I know you want free stuff, but you've got to put in money. That's just it. Like, at some point in your journey, and this is the part that I know people get real upset about. They're like, this should be free, or people should give us free courses if they want more Americans to train. No, they don't. That's the barrier entry. Paying $100 or $200 for some test. That's the whole point, right?
Look, and let me share this with everybody. This right here would be the cheapest investment and highest return of investment you are probably ever make in your life. Like, I've never, like, you're talking about what, $100-some, and you're okay. Let me share with you. Not only are you labor insurance adjuster, but you're also going to learn what general contractors learn and know, because that's who you're going to be dealing with mainly. If you're doing it, the property side of insurance adjusting, you're going to be learning everything that they know.
Can I even put it to you like this? You're gonna be a wholesaler's best friend,
right?
If you think about it, because some of these people ain't gonna get their money, ain't gonna want to do peace out.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I'm not conflict of interest, but I'm just saying, if y'all think about this, if you're thinking, you're gonna have a list of places that you know It's jacked up. I'm just
Look,
come on now.
an area that
Oh
you
yeah,
all that you know.
you
You
already
go
know the whole area.
336. What? Okay, I'm just naming that. That's Tampa. If 33612 area in Tampa get hurricane, whatever, guess what? I know as a real estate professional, I already know once everything dry up, I know what's going down, and I
Hmm.
got firsthand, and I'm seeing these houses. Like I
Yep.
said, it's wild. Like I'm telling you, you get real world, and it's so many,
Experience.
yeah, so much complexity, like good complexity to how this can benefit you in so many ways.
I
Uh,
mean, your number one person. What's crazy is I have a friend. His number one place he gets leads from is a plumber in Dallas, and he go,
mhm,
"Man, I went to this house. Yo, the floor was they can't pay for it. Man, you should call them and see if they want to sell." And that's how that guy has gotten all his leads. A busy
mhm.
plumber who's like, "Hey, bring me off that 1,000." Yeah, and
Look,
ain't even asking for a lot.
contractor's gonna be your best friend, and I promise you, you're probably gonna be inspired to be a contractor because you're gonna be like, man, these contractors be making this much money, and then most contractors don't even know how to write an estimate themselves.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a lot of baloney when you're reviewing some of these files, and like catastrophe, you pretty much you ain't gonna have to get like deep and be a MC squared type person, but you're going to learn and see what contractors do when they just throw you these. They just put these estimates together, just
Hmm.
throw it at you, and then you have to deny it, and then you got to tell them why you're denying a claim. Guess what? That's not covered by the policy, because a lot of times, a lot of insurance policy holders they get contractors to represent them, and you're going to be representing the company and yourself. And then, like I said, you're either going to be negotiating with a lawyer that represents the policyholder or a contractor, either one of the two, but most likely a contractor.
So
And
someone asked, "Can a felon become an adjuster?"
uh, that would be a question you'll have to ask TDI. And
Yeah.
let me give y'all TDI number too, so y'all because them the ones who gonna give you the license.
Hmm.
Uh, Let me give you TDI number, Department of Insurance.
Texas Department of Insurance.
Let's see. Okay, tomorrow definitely call. You know the insurance department is based in Austin, of course. You know the capital. Uh,
Body yada
five,
yada 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 yada.
look, five,
Because
five
we do
one two.
everything.
Right, right. Look, oh man, Austin, man. 512
Hmm.
676 6500. Them the people who are going to grant you your license, and then you might want to call them too if you have any additional questions, as far as like felonies and etc. Like
Hmm.
and in the process, any additional question and legality.
Someone asked, "Is this a dangerous job?"
Uh, I don't know how to answer that. It's not dangerous.
Hmm.
Okay, let me put it like this. I've been
Somebody
asked
said
some.
carry a gun because she said her daughter was scared. I was like, she need to get her pew 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 on and keep on going about her day.
Look, that's with anything, even in the real estate world. Carry a
Thank
gun.
you.
Look,
Bada
just let
yada
them know
yada.
you ain't got it. Look, just don't have it visible. But
Yeah.
as far as is it a dangerous job? No, it's yeah. But I do want to put this out there because I learned from the OGs in the beginning. Because like Hurricane Katrina and some of these hurricanes, like Sandy, sometimes you get people are their own self, right? So some people will pull up to people's houses who just lost everything with their Rolex, the Mercedes, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? The Beamer. Like you don't want to come up too flashy. You want to be discreet
I'm
and you
about to
want
put
to
on
be
some polos and a khaki and my cheap cowboy boots and be like,
look,
"Hey, how you doing?"
what you got like what you got on, very discreet, very like
Hmm.
it's presentable. Like you don't want to come be flashy to somebody who just lost everything because these some people are humans and some people, especially if you got to deny them. If you're doing a field work and you got to deny them, you definitely want to be careful. You want
Yeah.
to. It's definitely not dangerous. Just like anything else. Just
Someone
gotta watch
said
yourself.
strike check is nice for appliance insurance adjusters. Some people are asking questions. Y'all just keep listening to us talk. We done answered all these questions. If
What?
you missed it, rewind. But like we want to keep it flowing. I hear you. Some of these people are asked
I see
earlier.
appliance. Shout out to appliance repair.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do some of his stuff. And trust me, what he's saying it might be true, but it's a lot of in between work other than catastrophe. So,
Right.
um, like what he's saying, shout out to him. I seen him. He said something else previously, but
I mean,
yeah,
I
we're
let's
staying
watch some of
focused
the
on.
comments and then ignore some of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's right. Yeah, let's stay focused on the Texas adjuster
Yeah.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to him for throwing that out there. Make the statement. There is big money in helping people recover from COVID or anything. Helping others can be. Hey, I agree, Paula. Hey, let me tell you something. When we started, it was so crazy. We used to call the Weather Channel the Money Channel.
Yep.
Like that, and I used to be glued to that TV. Weather Channel used to be on my TV all the time. But of course, I'm at a place where it don't have to be. But when I started out, I wanted to know, and I ain't gonna lie, I wanted. Let me put it like this. This disclaimer, Eric.
Yeah.
I wanted people, property, and stuff to, and auto to be, how can I say this? I don't want to say this evil wise, but it's some people out here like that. They be wanting catastrophes to happen, but they don't want people to die. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how some people think. So,
Well, I
that's
mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, and it's part of the show I was doing. We ain't gonna be on here super long all night long, but I know a boy right now doing solar panels on houses. Made $1 million last year. Joel. He don't even have a system. He literally went on Facebook, asked some of his friends to come knock doors with him. So they just knocking doors, and
I
then they
love
just get the paperwork filled out. And he made $1 million, and he's paying them. Some months they getting 20, and then some months they getting $5,000, so they quit. And he's like, "Why you gonna quit? I just paid you 20 grand a month before."
it.
But it's because they can't adjust mentally to like, I just got 20. And the next month it's like 3. People
See what?
mentally can't adjust.
Yeah,
Mentally, they can't adjust to that.
yeah. I like shooting my shot. Look what shooting my shot said. Oh yeah, the easiest one to get employed. Yeah. So look, shout out to
Okay,
AJ.
everybody. Number 1, pilot, and number 3, EA. mark
Oh, and they'll
mark it up.
train you. They will train you, and they got all the resources. Whatever you want to know about adjusting, they will provide it to you. If you want to get lost in the rabbit hole, they
Mm-hmm.
got all the resources, and they will teach you all the construction knowledge you need to know. They will teach you everything you need to know. Because I'm telling you, this is a lifelong where you can definitely be knowledgeable and understand the game of general contracting, real estate, insurance. It's like all in one. Like I've never seen an industry, a field like this. It's amazing. It provides so much education, and
Um,
plus you get to argue with lawyers and contractors. It's nothing better than that. Like real world, like negotiation. It teaches negotiation 101.
I'm loving it. Listen, y'all. I hope y'all taking notes. I hope y'all writing this stuff down. Thank you, Alina B, for the $10 super chat. This information is gold. Thank you, Taiwa, for the $20 super sticker. We appreciate you. Invest in yourself always, honey. Always.
Always.
Jasmine said, I'm about to have a baby in 6 weeks. I need this information. Listen, take your time, heal your body, relax, sis. But yes, afterwards, if you can do remote inside your house, come on, right? I mean,
Yes.
like, this is crazy.
Look, be on. Yeah, remote, definitely, most definitely. And let me give y'all another gem. If these companies ask for resume, make sure you have something related, construction, some type of construction knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and customer service, because that's basically all insurance. That's basically all we do. We have some type of construction knowledge as well as customer service. And then if you want to choose, let's not talk about auto right now. I ain't gonna get into that, but
Mm-hmm.
ask these companies about auto, because I'm telling you, it's a wide open space. Because I've done environmental as well, Erica. Like I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if you remember Port Nature's, the Port Nature's incident that happened in 2019. I just left Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I kid you not, Port Nature's blew up, or some plant blew up, and it was remote. Like it was crazy because I had made 30,000 in 2 months just off a catastrophe that happened in Port Neches, Texas. Look, I didn't even know what the hell the Port Neches, Texas is or was. Just like I didn't know what Calgary, Alberta was before I went last year. I'm like, look, wherever y'all need me, look, just
Send me.
send my channel.
And now I'm gonna ask you. We got to ask a little bit. What's the averages? We don't need to know your exact everyday math, but what's some of the averages you've been seeing income wise? We got to ask a little bit.
I heard your echo.
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you want daily or do you want
start with daily and then do a weekly?
Okay.
Because there's been some screenshots I've been sharing on Instagram, and people are like, "Oh, that ain't real." I'm like, "It's real. It's people's pay stub." But go ahead.
It's real. Because like if y'all meet me or see me, like I'm the person. I ain't none of these people who be capping online. Mm-hmm. It's so much internet crazy.
It's so much cap house.
Yeah. Like what's the meme say? What y'all on here lying about today?
What is y'all on here lying about today?
Yeah, but okay. And I want to answer this precisely because, okay, say when Harvey and Irma hit, like something big like this, they're going to be competitive and it's going to be like a bidding war because I was getting bid wars today. Like one company that was saying $650 a day, and then another company's telling me $700 a day. So I don't know if it's going to be up to them Irma numbers and Harvey numbers, but when Harvey and Irma happened, that was a very unique situation.
Yeah,
we're talking about Florida and
Texas,
hit
two of the biggest
in a week. My South Florida and Houston, and it's crazy because Texas was like, "We'll pay you $1,000." Then Florida be like, "We'll pay you $1,100." Then Texas come back kind of like, "Hey, we'll pay you $1,200 to come here." Then Florida be like, "Yo, get your butt over here. We'll pay you $1,300 a day." And this was just inside. We're not talking about field.
Field was probably crazy.
Oh, that was making out. Oh, look, I know a contractor right now in Dallas, Jazz the Roofer.
The Roofer, everybody, write that down.
Yeah. Check her out. Check her out on Instagram. I look, she'll be all right. I mean, she don't care, but she made $50,000 in 3 weeks by writing estimates. Like
yada yada yada.
In Miami, look, and look, she loved risk cards, so she definitely had a lot of risk cards and funds. So
listen,
it's just like I said, whichever way you want to go. I would say definitely learn this stuff, and it just varies. But like right now, the highest number that I heard presented to me was $650 a day, and that's just the inside. Oh no, yeah, that's the field. That was the field. But like I said, it's probably about to be a bidding war because they shorthanded, and my phone is getting blowed up. Like, and let me put it like this, y'all. If I was a first-year adjuster, I'd be like, yes, this is my family big breakthrough. But that's past and gone. But for the new adjusters, I'm telling you, the money is there. You just got to stay on it, stay professional.
Eric, I need this information because I'm driving a semi at the moment. Listen, when I saw them trucks flipping everywhere in the snow, I said, "Oh, I'll be still my heart." I was like, hey, all my trucks stay in Florida. Don't leave Florida. Please circle Florida. Just keep circling. I'll pay you extra. Don't leave Florida. What about Georgia? No, Georgia got some snow too. But they didn't. They just had cold rain.
Yeah. Yeah. Look.
Everybody, y'all stop talking about my headset, okay? This is the best headset ever. Y'all so disrespectful. They like it like I'm working drive-through. Look like I'm working some money, okay? No, they usually do not. But some companies allow advances. Just depends on the catastrophe. Sorry. Thank you, Frank Sanchez, for the $9.99 super chat. Do companies pay for travel? As one said.
Oh, so yeah, like the AJ, she said some companies allow advances, but let me put it like this, y'all. Like I used to tell Brandon, you're going to make enough to write off. You're going to make enough to pay for your lodging. Trust me, you're going to make enough. If you choose the right ones, especially right now, let me put it like this. It's in y'all hands. It's not in the company's hand. They need you more than you need them.
Yeah.
Even though if you're in a position to where you need them, trust me, they still need you more. Because guess what? They got to fill in these positions to be like, yes, we got these number of contractors that's going to do this for us, blah, blah, blah. So they need you. Like this when they get real desperate. Like something like that just happened in Texas, they're real desperate. They're in desperate need. Like they look, the only thing you probably qualify is this as long as you're breathing. Like for real. And I'm not I'm not playing.
So they said, how do these emergency licenses help you with staying on inside without being on in the field? Like the remote jobs we were talking about. Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, they will. Especially if they need you. And then normally when I first started, the people who had emergency license, I didn't start off with emergency license, but the people who I knew, they basically got to apply for a license. Like they waited like a month, got some money or probably a week or two, and then they applied for a license. Because the emergency license, they pretty much kind of let you just get the license. I like the guy who asked me about the felony. They probably, like I said,
they might let you slide in today. You might want to go in an emergency.
Yeah, they really don't be current because I like when you get license, that's when they start caring about all the other stuff. And hey,
Listen, I asked for forgiveness, not for permission. Get your foot in the door. Somebody let you get a check for 3, 4, 5 weeks, and then they be like, "Brother, you got a felony? So what? You done got checks for 3 or 5 weeks." Right. Like sometimes y'all gotta actually. I had Tam on last week, and you may identify this a little bit. She was saying, sometimes they'll have like you need a bachelor degree, you need this degree, you need this and that, you need experience, and so she'll say women will have 15 out of the 16 things and won't apply because they don't got the 16th thing. She said men will have one thing and they'll be like, apply. And then also ask for money, and so it's like, I feel like a lot of people cheapen themselves up here. So it's up here that you think you can't qualify, you don't think it's practical. You really have to kind of open your mindset for that and be ready. Right. So Appliance Bootcamp said, do you get a flat rate per adjustment? If so, what's the average?
I like appliance. I like.
He trying it. He doing it all the day.
I love appliance. It depends on the contract that you sign. Like I want to answer this question, but it just depends because it's so many varieties of what. It depends on what's going on. Number one, and number two, it depends on what company you go with. Then number three, it depends on what, like I said, what's all going on. Like it normally, like right now, I see that they are doing daily rates. I don't see flat rate per adjustments right now. And once they learn, they'll learn that there's fee schedules. That's pretty much on the fee schedules.
Somebody said they new to the chat. You guys, we were talking about insurance adjusters, and we're talking about emergency insurance adjusters. We're basically, you're going to have to go back and rewind. We've been talking for an hour now, so we ain't going to do it all over again. Long story short, TDI.gov will basically let you get an emergency license without taking the test. Basically, you have to be sponsored by a company. We went over 4 companies that are currently sponsoring people in Texas or everywhere, right? Pilot, Alcree, EA, Renfro, and eBureau Services. I'll type this into the description after the video renders, but if anybody in the chat want to type it in for our folks who ain't been here the whole show, you can do that. But again, Angela Princess, you asked a question that we already answered. It's like, no, right now for an emergency adjuster, it's a $20 application fee. $20. If you ain't got 20 right now, I don't know if you got gas money to get to the daggone adjustment place. So look, just like work with it. For those, and this is like, I'm gonna see if O'Shea Duke Jackson, I'm about to text him right now and be like, he need to bring you on his channel just to be like, if you a man, like this is a good deal. Okay. Who are some of the other people you think? Well, let me see. Hold on. AJ is talking about, what if you're inactive and did not do your CE hours, continue education hours? Will this matter with the emergency license? I don't think so. I'd call.
Contact TDI. That's the question you asked them.
He said blowed up and flued out. And Listen,
have some fluid out money for sure.
50K in 3 weeks. You know, Rooftop Jazzy was like, "Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me."
And she lived in Mansfield. She's out there in Texas. She's out there. Just me. Yeah, she's out there in Texas too. So shout out to Jazz the Roof. Yeah, tell her. Yeah, she Jazz the Roofer. She's a roofer now. Like okay. Let me share this with you. And I can't wait
Okay.
till we get on this. She's a roofer. What inspired her to be a roofer is adjusting because she's seen that.
How much?
I know that she's going to be tackling from the adjuster side too, but she's seen that the roofers, because us dealing with roofers and contractors, general contractors, et cetera, we learn who else be making money off these storms, and catastrophe and daily, whatever. And some people like, man, I should start a restoration company. Oh, I should start a roofing company. Oh,
I should start a solar panel company.
Yeah.
Listen, when people see these $17,000 bills and you come knock on their door, you the next person. Hey, want to do some solar panels? Yes, sir. Sign me up. Where I gotta sign? You already know that's about to happen. So if you thought about doing solar panel money in Texas, where I got a boy who's 25 that made that money. Do you know what I'm saying? If you already have bottled water, don't waste it. Sip it up. By the way, don't wait on your essential. Listen, I'm telling you right now. I shared the day the power went out. $500. USA was like, "Hey, did your power go out? Call us." And the people on the phone were so swamped. Like if you could hear all the phones in the background ringing, and they were like, "Ma'am, how much did you lose?" "Oh, I lost everything in my deep freezer." "How much was it?" $200. Well, if you say 200, ma'am, that's what we gonna give you. Well, it was $500. Okay, ma'am, 500 it is. Boom, gone. Like USA was just like, get out of our face. Here's $500. Go, 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 go. And so it's always best to get it in there early. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Whenever a storm or something happens, you want to be like day of calling somebody. Because that after, it's just gonna be hot mess. Angry folks. SNS said, don't fluff your resume. Now he said, you need to have some customer service on there or some construction related. So, if you have something in there, maybe Stephanie can help y'all because her and Meet Mentor Shelly do resumes. So
she was responding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm just saying, some of y'all gonna need some help on them resumes because they want to get you in the door. It is an emergency, but it's kind of, ask people who already know how to do it. Mentor Shelly and them can already help you make it look like it's customer service. Ask SNS Consulting.
Some type of construction knowledge, if
if possible.
It's true. Make sure it's true though,
I love how people like, this is true. Don't talk yourself out of jobs. Shoot your shot. Wait for the employer to say no. You don't know what they're looking for right now.
Right.
They might be short 2,000 people. I remember, what was it? Was it I can't remember if it was Hurricane Katrina or what. It was a bunch of storms that happened in Florida. And I remember in Atlanta, I was hearing how Atlanta had like 500 people in a room taking a test for the adjusters.
Look, that's how it is. That's how it is. What they say, BC before COVID, like you would be surprised. I'm talking about, it'd be crazy, just like how you see on TV when FEMA be in them rooms and stuff. Like, man, like that's how it is. Like, this is what we got to do. This is what happened. We got 150,000 claims, and we're 10,000 claims adjusted short. Whatever. Like it's intense. Like that first overview, that orientation.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Some of y'all, you're gonna have to scroll up. I feel bad for you. I'm sorry. He said, I pray for all you there. So again, on this show isn't just like make your money. There is right now currently 346,000 people in Texas without power. So we do care about them. We are concerned. Again, earlier we dropped off a bunch of Pampers, my staff and me. And so for real, right? So we're not even done. Today was 72 degrees outside, which everybody's like, this is so great. Well, then if you turned on the news, all those water hoses and water fountains that had been jammed packed because of ice were like this all today. Just spewing water, just everywhere. So what hit you the first time now hit you a second time. So, millions of people lost power in northern Mexico. Oh, I believe it. I know New Mexico was pissed with us because we weren't giving them natural gas. And we're like, our stuff is turned off. We
Mm-hmm.
can't send it to you. So people in New Mexico were in their homes freezing because Texas couldn't send them gas.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, it was really bad flooding today. So yeah, you guys, SNS Consulting, she can help you on that. Um, she said at this point they accept you without a resume, so don't worry about it. People are getting deployed before taking the test.
Right.
That's like what? Just taking pictures?
That's
Put a
that's
roof
why
in your
that's why I
trunk and
said
go.
earlier. I said they need you more than you need them. Trust and believe right now.
Hey, SNS Consulting, what? Send me your link PayPal tonight. Go ahead and fix my LinkedIn so I can go give me some emergency money. I'll go put my cousin on a ladder. Go get up there. Take them pictures.
Yeah. Take them
Um,
pictures.
listen, you know how many people I could pay $50 a roof? They
Or
just need
fly
to get
that
out the
drone.
house.
Look, or fly
Man.
that drone up there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see. Again, somebody asking you to do this with a felony. We said earlier in the show, call TDI, and the number is 512-676-6500. It's here in Austin, Texas, the headquarters. Ask them because I think right now, because of the emergency situation, some folks might slide through. But just like we just talked about, Jazzy the roofer made $50,000 in 3 weeks. Let me tell you, by
Mm-hmm.
the time they figure out you got a felony in this week for you, like, okay, I'll take my 50 and go home. And that's,
Right.
again, I'm telling you, people don't mentally be ready for money like that. And that's what messes people up. They be like, oh, just made 50K.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
take a deep breath. Take a
Right.
deep breath. You're going to need some more.
You gonna look and let me reiterate. The money gonna come. It's gonna come.
Mm-hmm,
Trust me. It's gonna
mm-hmm.
come. Just trust the process. It's gonna come with it. Just try to learn the stuff, and then I promise you, it's gonna come whenever you want to come.
Nope. SNS SLT got me hyped. I'm going to be out here in Austin. I mean, there's plenty. Texas to me is, and I think that's because I've drove from Texas to North Carolina. When somebody's like, "Oh, we got to go all the way out in Houston," that's too far. It's 3 hours, boo. Calm down. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, yeah, they tripping.
Uh,
They tripping.
so yeah. So definitely, if you came in late, y'all, some of y'all, it was 74 in Dallas. Yes, water was everywhere. So
Woo.
someone said, you're getting contact with you currently on the road treating COVID patients. I'll be emailing you, Erica. Woo. Cedric said, I want to introduce my cousin who is 18 and my sister-in-law who is 20. Okay, look at him married. Is there a minimum
Yeah,
age?
I like that. Yep, 18.
Listen. I told y'all
18.
today I had already reached out to two family members, and one of them is scared of, okay, legitimately one is scared of heights, but they're young boys. They're 21 and 22. And I was like, come to Texas, I'll pay. I'll pay for you to take the class and all this stuff. But now I'm like, oh, they can get in there without the test.
Mm-hmm.
This is get in there, y'all, while you can do it without the test. Now they're gonna train you. Someone in the chat said Pilot and EA Renfro will train you on the job. So you're not gonna be out there looking crazy. But we all know how to walk a house and see damage. Hope y'all ain't that blind. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
Use that phone. You use that fancy iPhone. Take them pictures. Make money.
mm-hmm. The phone number again is 512-676-6500. Again, he gave us some good nuggets at 21training.com, tdi.gov. Call them at 9 a.m. He said some of the daily rates right now for Texas is $650 a day. And that's the outside field work. We don't even talk about inside. So somebody says the deployment include a place to stay. I'm coming from out of state.
Like I said,
Sometimes.
earlier, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, you're gonna make enough money to pay
Yeah.
for that. And like I said, write-offs, etc. But definitely consult with your CPA and get something you like. And I know a lot of people, and it's real talk. Some people have people somewhere everywhere to where they
Yeah.
don't have to pay for lodging. They have, they ask their friend
Mm-hmm.
and family, like, hey, can I stay, here and work something out? You know what I'm saying? Let me
You
stay in
better
the
get
guest
on that
room.
van life.
Yeah. Let's stay in let me stay in the guest room.
Yeah.
Let me throw some on the grow. Just work it out. Like if you have family members, but if you don't, then try to get to a nice hotel or Airbnb and get to a good weekly rate. But you definitely make sure you're making more than what you're dishing out though. You know that, but that's up to that's on you. Cause when I first started, Erica, some people they were fancy. I never forget. I'm tell you, I never forget. I was taught by one of the best. First, I used to start out staying at what you call it, like Motel 8. It's no
Ooh.
shame in the game. But it was clean. It
Itchy
was the
back,
clean
itchy
ones.
back hotel. Yeah, clean ones though.
Look,
Yeah.
it was the clean ones.
Uh-huh.
It was the clean one. And like I said, now you wouldn't catch me in it, but I did what I had to do to,
Get the cash
start
flow.
from the ground. Right. Because if I'm making $500 a day and then my hotel is $40 a day, I mean that's $350. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then normally I'm trying to be at that time, be at the office because now we got remote. But I'm profiting $350, but I'm just looking at everything that I'm, dishing out versus what I'm, keeping. You like AJ said, you definitely want to make sure you profit. And that's going to be your main goal is to profit from each one of these storms. Look, trust me, Eric, let me tell you something. I used to do the steak dinners steaks for lunch and all that. You don't want to do all that in the beginning. Do that over time. But you don't want to make that mistake and because a lot of people, like I said, that money, like you seeing money that you not normally don't see. So you definitely want to make sure you're profiting and budgeting very good. Because like I said, it can be in and out. And like
Well,
I
and
said,
you got to know your numbers too, right? If you're only there for
right,
4 days, chill out till you get back home and do the math on some of that.
right.
Um, and also too, I say this, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Again, 42% of Americans making 18 grand a year, and some of y'all might make this in a month. Let's pipe down on some of these questions. You dig what I'm saying? Like some of y'all need to jump and go on about your life, right?
Jump, jump. Look,
Even if
that's
you
what I
making
did.
30K a year, if you can make 30K in a month and y'all are like, I just don't know. I'm like, boo, I can't help you. Right. And so even somebody right now, not Ray Sunshine, I'm not making fun of you, but she's like, is it a good idea to move there from out of state with the state of things? Boo boo. Majority of Texas was out and about today outside, eating tacos, living their best life. Like I got water from the store today. Like to me, that's a scarcity mindset that I don't deal with. I don't deal with that. Like exit the channel. Like so anyway, but here's a list of who I say are going to really kick butt the next 6 months because some people are, the virus got everybody so broke. But I'm saying if you are a solar panel company, if you own or sell generators, I would talk to somebody who went and tried to buy a bunch from China. He said it was already like, no, you got to buy 1,000. He's like, we already maxed out all our 100 orders. Got to buy 1,000. If you're a prepper right now, you somewhere talking smack, okay? If you're in construction, you're gonna eat for the next year. I'm gonna be very clear with y'all. If you're from Houston, anybody in Houston from the chat can verify this. People still had like water damaged homes like a year ago. Like people were going to people's houses and there was a camper out front,
Yes.
RV out front, and the house is just half gutted inside. And so that's how wholesalers in Houston was just killing it because people were just like, okay, I got my check. I really am not trying to, do A, B, and C. I'm out. Asia's in the chat. Listen, Asia, I almost brought Asia on the show tonight because I was like, Asia, if you don't come on down to Texas, listen, I'm about to call O'Neal Parker and let him come get on these roofs in Texas.
Hey, it's worth it. It's worth the travel too.
I'm telling you. Handyman. Now, don't be no shady handyman. Come do what you say you're gonna do. All right, plumbers. Anybody in my middleman to millions course. If you've been on the sidelines and you're in Texas, I'm gonna smack your hand in class virtually. Because right now, and I'll go over this one more time before I let him wrap it up for you guys. We just talked about how they're waiving everything. You ain't gotta have a test. You ain't even gotta have fingerprints. They literally just said, come apply for $20 and have somebody sponsor you. And we named the 4 companies that can sponsor y'all. Come on. I can't literally take the job for you and put your hand at the place and take the photos for you. And I know people give me a hard time here, but I'm like, y'all, I literally consistently bring y'all opportunities that can make y'all 30, 40, 50K. And we're talking about in a month, not in a year. And then you can continue to build on this skill and do what? Other things. Joel out there in a Jeep with his face on the side of the Jeep. living Vida Loca in Florida. Okay, come on now.
Uh,
So anyway,
yeah,
let me see this.
it look, it would inspire you to do a lot. If you want to
Mm-hmm.
become a builder, this is a great entry level to understand construction, whatever. If you want to become a public adjuster, if you want to become, real estate investor, you will understand from this. Available by the end of the year, people are retiring. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that statistic. Yeah,
Well, no,
and
that's the
adjusting is
numbers
one of
because
them.
they're so old. I mean, listen, I told you one time I was driving on the highway here in Austin and I was in traffic and I looked over to my left. The man on the ladder going down the hole was like old. He looked like he was 70 years old. The man holding the ladder looked 60. I said, now listen, if one fall down, the other can't go save him.
Yes, yes, yes,
It's
yes.
if you are and I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna get hate from Black Manosphere. I don't care. If you're a black man in America talking about you doing bad right now, there ain't no reason.
No
It's
reason.
wide open. It's wide. Baby mama, child support. All this. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't give it to you.
Look,
Even on the felony thing, we told you to give them a call. Let's see. It's an
yes,
emergency.
yes, yes. Look, I want to add this. I want to interject.
Mm-hmm.
Let this type of thing keep you occupied because, like I said, I was going through a bad breakup, and I probably look. I was unsad very quickly.
He was like, with my money, just
Right, right.
he over there just eating steak dinner and taking on
Look,
Instagram. Bump you, girl.
look, and I was like, "This, hey, it's her loss. It's your loss, so it don't matter to me. Perfect for me. I used to do. Oh, a rebel. Oh man, you would be great field adjuster. You would be a great since you got that skill. Oh man, you'll be in there. Man, you'll write them estimates. Man, quick. Like, yeah, you will be great. You will be a great. Make sure that's on your resume, man, and make sure you let them know that.
Okay, Cedric said, who is the person that does resumes again? I need some work on mine. Planning to move from New York to Texas or NC this year. Listen, you can't go wrong with either, baby. If you go into Charlotte, you already know. Like, I got to
Yeah.
get my other Airbnb there. Cedric, S&S Consulting in the chat. S&S Consulting in the chat. Can you please respond to people? Okay. Liz said, need a virtual assistant to process the paperwork. Hey, Liz says she got some VA time. She ready.
Okay.
S&S Consulting. This girl right here, her company does resumes. Her and Mentor Shelly. Ooh, honey, she said I bought a generator, $700 from Home Depot last week. California out, went out. Dang. Again, so I'm just telling y'all, no excuses. Wealth transfer. I know people be saying I'm petty and stuff, but it really is no excuses right now in America.
Shout out to Denson Construction. Shout out to him.
That's a her. That's her. That's her. That's a woman.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
Asia.
Hey, Denson, go to Texas and
She might as well come on down, get her pom lifestyle on, as DJ says. Okay, pom lifestyle money. Let's see what else y'all got in here.
Definitely, most definitely.
Oh, Terry talked about me. Well, thank you, Terry. You know, we used to be over here. She used to come up and visit us. Congrats. We wife house need to make money too. Listen, come on now. Listen, remote. You can do it remote. Asia, did you see where he was talking about doing it remote, girl? Okay, come on now. Taking pictures on the inside. Okay, what else? Okay, yes, but yeah, that's basically what I had. If you were ever thinking about getting in construction or working near construction, this is the time. Get S&S Consulting to put some kind of construction, some customer service on your record. Okay, I'm gonna be like I used to work in lumber at Lowe's. I mean, it counts.
Mm-hmm. All of it counts. All of it.
So okay, again, yeah, female licensed aircraft mechanic and avionics tech, trying to get my skills seen. Listen, I hear you.
I command that for sure.
Yeah, it was wow. They said, do you have to have transportation or do they bring you out to the field?
Gotta have transportation, reliable transportation,
Mm-hmm.
insurance. Like I said, use your cousin or whoever. Like, you definitely gotta have transportation.
Listen, for $20, pay for you and your driving cousin's license. Okay, $20,
hey,
you can't beat it.
And let me give you another hack. Even if you gotta possibly Uber, I mean, I didn't have to do that, but look, if you hungry enough, look, you can be discreet. You can get some Uber. I mean, you just got to know your numbers, like Erica said,
Mm-hmm.
know your numbers. Like you can possibly Uber if you're in the field.
I love it. So, she said, I got customer service due to hospitality, just need remote situation. I tell you, right? Listen, I'm glad this was helpful for y'all. I'm about to call my little cousin again and get off the phone with y'all. I got to find me somebody who can get on the roof. Asia, if you know anybody in Detroit want to come down, make some money and want to get on the roof, I might give them 50 a roof.
Look, I know Asia though. Like Asia knows.
Asia, you know some non crackheads that'll get on the roof now. I need some non-questionables. I need to be able to ride in the truck and the truck don't disappear when I get to the house.
right.
So look, who's gonna win out of this Texas thing? Texas. I know y'all think I'm overly optimistic about Texas, and I've talked about how one emergency can take you out $400 because Americans just don't have it. And with so many, and I'm be careful here, young women and young men with no work right now, but they love getting them cars. Them car payments is late. Come on. Get in here. Get in here. Get you some money. Change your life. You ain't got to run and hide from child support or nobody no more. Okay? You're going to get this bread and it's an emergency. No fingerprint, no license. Let's go. $20. Okay, now y'all gonna ban me off of here. So, but listen, thank you, Joel. I'm so glad to see you. You know, because listen, just to tell y'all how small the world is, Joel sent my information to Brandon Jones back in the day, and now Brandon Jones and me Keenan came out here to Texas and hung out and had dinner and drinks and everything, and just a small world, man.
Look, it's only a few of us. Like, and I told you, like, I always thought that you were. Like you always put out good content, and I'm a needle in a haystack type of person. And when I was teaching Brandon like stuff, I definitely, like I said, like look at this video, like look at what Erica is saying, like the mobile millionaire. Like you just always had good content, and it wasn't BS. You know, it was never BS. Like, and that's what I support. So that's why I said, man, I love it. Everybody, all of y'all, like, and then. I'm not sure, Eric. I think me and you met through Boris Watkins because Boris Watkins used to be.
I was on the channel. I was on the channel and I interviewed Juan Pablo. Yeah. It always cycles back. Y'all, this world is smaller than you think. And I tell y'all that, and I think y'all think I'm joking, but that's how I can be telling y'all, like, it's proximity. It's all proximity. You will meet wealthy men, baller men, people that are doing big and bad things, but listen, 31 million older adults are going to sit home this year. They ain't got time for this. Come out here and come get this money. Your boo thing, if they break up with you while you gone, even better.
Yes. And look, trust me. Oh, man. Look, Eric, I got stories on that, but we'll talk. Look,
Mary had a little lamb. Yes.
Better your future. Like, if whoever is down the ride with you, that they will show you, like, for the better cause. You know, definitely.
So again, I'm glad this helped Pretty Chicks Invest. Okay, Pretty Chicks, I like that name. I hope this was helpful for y'all. Asia, I'm gonna call you after the show's over. But that's what I have for y'all today. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you hit the like button, and we will try to get some of these notes typed up and put under the description. Don't harass me. I'm gonna get to it. If you have a problem, rewatch the replay. Thank you, Joel. Hold on, okay?
Oh, you are.
Uh-huh.